The Rewine Show, sponsored by Two Live Music, 1286 Vernon Boulevard, Akron, Ohio.
Hey, Angie, what's up?
Hey, Ace, what's going on?
Hey, I'm feeling good, man. It's a beautiful day. Summer's here.
Absolutely.
Hey, what should these people be doing?
They should be getting their wine glasses ready and get ready for the Rewind Show.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ask me what it is.
You don't know what it is? I'm about to ask you what it is. So listen, first of all, we want to welcome everybody out. If you're joining us on YouTube,
welcome.
If you're joining us from
Spotify,
welcome. If you're joining us from
those Apple iTunes, welcome.
If you're joining us from
the BU Podcasting.com.
Welcome. So you don't know who this is?
I don't know who this is, but I do remember.
Look at this.
What is it?
This is the Timex Social Club. Rumors. Listen, I got a guy in the studio right now, music producer, graphic artist, community activist. My man B6 is in the building.
B6?
What's up, B6?
What's up, y'all?
All right. We also got a lady off camera right now, but she's here. She's a friend of the show. Give it up for Nia Allen.
Yo.
Yes. Nia Allen is a media assassin.
Okay.
Media assassin.
Assassin me up.
Yes.
Media.
So listen, B6, you know what this record is.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Rumors.
And it's right on the table.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
So is this the one that's right here in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay, so my mama had that.
Oh.
Feeling real old right now.
Right. Again, we want to welcome everybody to the show, man. If you're waiting for us to be quiet,
it ain't gonna happen.
We talk all over these songs right here, you know, so we don't want to get dinged anyway, right?
Right.
So we got wine. We have a good time.
Yes.
All right. So let's get this show just started, shall we?
Let's get with it.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. I keep doing that.
I went to the Rubber City yet.
I keep doing that, man. So I got to rename these. So here we go.
All right. Welcome to the Rewind Show.
The Rewind Show. Oh, you like me to say that?
Yeah.
The Rewind Show.
This is the end of March. We are almost in April.
Already, man.
Already. I am Angie the Empress Higgins, program coordinator for BU Podcasting Company. We are the official voice of BURadio.com, where we mix podcasts with the blend of old school hip hop and R&B music.
Old school hip hop and R&B music?
And educate you, our listeners, on everything wine.
On everything wine. So listen, I want to be able to tell you, first of all, we're coming from the BU Studios Self-Advancement Center located at 140 East
Market Street.
Yes, East Market Street. And also, the Seminar Space is a community art space dedicated to all things art. Listen, get your art on 140
Get your art on.
East 40.
All right, let me bring it in.
Bring it in.
The Rewind Show is where we know our podcast starts about 5 minutes into the show.
Right.
All right. So we play music. We do not let it roll. We speak over the record and unwind. Most of our listeners like to hang out with us and chill. But if that is not you, I'm going to need you to fast forward 5 minutes, where our podcast actually starts at the Rubber City Winery.
At the Rubber City Winery, right?
Where we unwind.
Where we rewind.
Rewind to unwind.
Where we rewind.
Listen, I'm ready to unwind.
To unwind. Where we rewind to
where
unwind.
we rewind to unwind.
Okay, so listen, special announcement.
Special announcement.
This guy in front of me got a record out.
All right.
We're going to get into his business, man. Tell us where you can get the name of your record and where you can get it from.
The name of the album is The Onlyest One
The Onlyest.
by the Bionic 6.
Wow, the Bionic 6.
Yeah.
Yo, listen.
Yeah, we got to get into that.
Yeah, we listened to a little bit of it.
Yes.
I listened to it 3 times.
Okay.
I listened to it 3 times. All right, so of course, if you're looking for hard copies of records, go to Square Records at the independent store on West Market, 824 West Market Street. Mm-hmm. You can check them out at www.squarerecordsakron.kizzy.
Kizzy for shizzy.
Kizzy. Nia Allen, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Yes, I am.
Y'all ready for this?
Yes.
We ready for this?
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Yes.
All right.
Welcome to the Rubber City Winery.
The Rubber City Winery.
We know you have been waiting for this.
You guys been waiting for this. Listen, this is a part of the show, man. Actually, this is our podcast part.
This is it.
All right, we have local community leaders, local artists, people come on, share their love for art, and do things that people do when they're consuming wine. First of all, we want to educate you guys. If you're just joining us, we do 3 things. What are those 3 things?
We're going to look,
Yes.
smell, and taste.
So if you're looking at it, what you're looking for is you're examining the glass for color and capacity.
I'm looking
B6,
real-
what do you see in these 2 glasses?
Okay, all right. B6.
One is dark skin, the other is light skin.
All right. We got that. And so then we take a swirl
A swell.
and take a whiff. And when we take a whiff, we try to, see what we smell. Hold on. And if you open your mouth, what you say?
You're going to taste it just a little. Real peachy over here.
Yes,
All right,
it is
right.
peachy.
Very peachy.
So then now what you do is after you look, after you smell, you take a taste, move it around your mouth, and you're supposed to note the sugar, the alcohol content, everything. So here we go.
It's pretty sweet and peachy.
So here we go. I taste.
Sugar.
No. I'm tasting cranberry.
Okay.
I'm tasting dark. Like it's been there for a while. I'm going with France.
You going with France?
I'm going France.
I'm going to say this is the USA, brother.
Okay, what we drinking?
We are drinking Carlo Rossi.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Ace has the sweet red. So it's going to be a blend of different berries, blackberry, raspberry, and it's going to leave you with a luscious wine. It's sure of delightness.
All right.
That's what the bottle says.
That's what I'm drinking.
What the bottle says.
I like that. What you drinking?
Myself and Anaya Allen,
Yes.
we are drinking the peach sangria. And it is absolutely peach.
It is peachy.
Definitely. I mean, there's nothing more to say about it.
Right. Except for
if
you mix it with the peach Ciroc. Perfect.
we gonna have to go
She
we gonna have to go pick that up
Mix
later.
it with the
Just saying.
peach
Ciroc.
Yes.
And then we also have on the table the watermelon sangria. We're gonna try that one later.
Right.
Right. So we ready to get on up in B6.
So listen.
Let's talk about this album.
Here's what I want to do. Hold on. Wrong button.
okay.
Wrong button.
I do not have clown nose on today. Okay.
So we're gonna start this here. I want to play this. So, in the background, here's a little taste for you and yours. A break for yours. Yeah, I listened to this all the way home. What's the name of this B6?
This is The Onlyest One.
The Onlyest One, which is the name of the album.
Which is the name of the album.
title track. Hold on, let's go. Lay back. This is a wine drinker. Hold on, let's take a moment. Hold on. Naya,
Got you.
you gonna do a riff over it? Go ahead, do a riff.
Nah, you missed me. Y'all miss me every time. You can't spring it on me.
Right.
So listen, we're in here with a really good friend of mine, man. I love this guy like a brother. Like a brother, man. He does hip hop production under a pseudonym, B6, the Bionic 6.
But you call me B Sizzle.
I call him B Sizzle. I've been calling him B Sizzles for years.
So I've got a question really
Yes.
quickly. Where did that come from?
The Bionic 6?
Yes.
Okay, so when I was coming up with so we as artists have tons of names that we have to go through to figure out which name we're going to go with as our stage name.
Been there.
And so I pledged a fraternity when I was in school at Northwestern. It was Alpha Phi Alpha.
Okay.
And I was number 6. And then my football number in college was 66. So you have all these sixes. And then the work that I do.
Mastery of the world right now. Okay, I see.
And then the work that I do is, mostly with, electronics, computers.
Right.
And so that's where I got the Bionic piece.
Nice.
And then the Bionic 6 is actually a cartoon that used to air years ago.
I'm like, okay, so where is this coming from?
Yeah,
I had to figure out that angle there.
Yeah. So that was it.
Okay, cool. Nice.
So listen, as somebody trying to call in right now, we got to keep pushing that person over. We'll be listening to some of the Bionic 6 behind us. Naya, what do you think about this music?
This music is dope. This is very whiny.
I was just about to say it's
wine
perfect
out.
for that bottle, right?
Yes.
So that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to just let it roll and then try to get into your business, all right?
All right.
All right, so right off the bat, how much experience you have with producing music, B6?
Oh, man. I started back probably 25 plus years ago. With a software package called Mixman. I don't know if many people would know what that is, but it was sort of like a game where you can plug in different track sounds, and then you can mix those sounds together and make songs. And so that was kind of how I started as a young man. And then I created my first album, I think, back in '98.
I was
So kinda,
28.
Yeah, so kind of like the Roots did with the Organics. Their first album didn't really come out. I mean, I knew about it, and whoever was close to me knew about it. Mm-hmm. And then my second album, which is available on Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music and Tidal and all this stuff, is called, so the first album was called So What's the Speed of Dark? The second album is, what is the second album? Vicious Cycle. And then this newest album that just came out at the end of 2020 is what we're listening to, which is the onlyest one.
So I'm going to go off of what he has, because I have a question.
Yeah.
What inspired these different albums? Just the album titles that you mentioned, like there's so many places you can go with those.
Yeah.
What inspired the different titles?
I don't know, man. I'm a little silly and goofy. And so when I was younger, I was a lot sillier. I wasn't as
Stoic.
mature as I am now.
Right.
And so there was these magazines called Cracked Magazine. Remember Mad Magazine?
I remember,
So their little
yes.
competition was Cracked Magazine. I used to collect those as a kid.
Okay.
And I saw this piece on the Dukes of Hazzard in one of those magazines that I still have at home. And it just hit me like, people are always talking about, that's the speed of light. It's the speed of light. Well, what's the speed of dark? So that's where I laid that down.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Let's get
And then-
deep over here.
And then Vicious Cycle really came from the fact that these are really loops, right? You're looping sound, and when you're working with sound and building a song, you're playing stuff over and over and over, particularly with the hip hop
Right.
background or feel or the pillar of hip hop. So that's where I got Vicious Cycle from.
Let me ask you this, man. This song is called "The Son of the Father."
The Son of the Father.
Sons
of the Father.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, man?
So you have, I think what I was thinking about, first of all, I usually make a song before I title it, usually, even though I have a bunch of titles in my phone of things I want to use and touch on. But I wanted, after I made this, it felt like an old Western, but new steez, right? New version of an old Western.
Okay.
So this is,
feel that.
so this is when the cowboys come back from fighting the Native Americans and they've lost.
That's exactly what that is.
Okay.
Yeah. So they've lost. They're coming home and they're kind of dragging and got their chin down and trying to decide what they're going to do next because that battle was not won. And so the sons of the father really for me just means you have the father of this land that we're living on is Native Americans. And so if you see on the cover for this single, you actually have a picture of a Native American. And if you watch this on Spotify, you actually see me flowing through pictures of Native American chiefs and
This
women.
is absolutely an album that you have to bob your head to. You have to, even if it's a slow bob, you gotta
love it.
It pulls you right in.
Right in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
So we're at How'd It Go?
How'd it go?
How'd it go?
You know, I think I titled this, I found myself asking, I have 2 teenage sons. And I find myself coming home from work sometimes and just asking them how to go. You know, they both play sports. They both are good students and good kids. And so, I don't know. That's usually kind of how I start my conversation with them sometimes. Okay. How'd the day go? How'd it go? How was your day? You know, how'd it go?
So what makes a good song for you, B6, when you're in the lab? What makes a good song when you're like, oh, this is done?
That is a very good question and a very difficult thing for most artists to finish something. Because you have sometimes you have a bunch of ideas and you're really creative, and sometimes you have no ideas, right? You just feel like doing something and you start putting some stuff together and it sounds right. Ace, you and I have talked about this before. There's many times when it doesn't sound right.
Right.
It's just not a good look. You finish,
sure.
you start working on something, and then you come back to it the next day or a couple of days later, you're like, man, this is a mess. But there are other times when you just, man, you hit on something, you're like, oof,
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah.
And so I always think about that too with your major artists and stuff. Like, they're in the studio and they know when they got something. You know when something is hot.
Very true.
Yeah.
So who are your favorite producers?
Oh, wow.
Pick 3.
Mad Lib.
That was great. You stopped them. Why Mad Lib? Why Mad Lib?
Mad Lib has he has a feeling, I think, about his music that is similar to mine. I mean, jokingly, I say he's trying to be like me, right? But his feel is typically has an undertone of hip hop, but he samples from different places and things that you just don't normally hear. And I just like the way his vibe is. There's also somebody else that I really enjoy. His name is Nightmares on Wax.
That's a dope name right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's considered like one of the sort of godfathers of this UK collective that actually started as a group called Nightmares on Wax, and then they separated and he kept the name. But he has a similar vibe to the music that I make as well. Man, there's a lot. I mean, on the hip hop side, I've been listening to a lot of Kev Brown lately. A lot of Slum Village lately.
Peace out. Shout out to Dilla.
Yeah. And let me mention this too. Jay Dilla has a brother named Ella J. And
Ella J.
This last album was just bananas for me. I really enjoyed it. And so I'm listening to a lot of that. Of course, De La is my probably all-time favorite group of any genre.
Put up that thing I just gifted you. Hold on.
Thank
You gotta see this. You gotta see this on the. All right, if you're listening to this, there's a album art. Literally, my cousin Nicole Epps. Shout out Nicole Epps. She actually paints on old albums, and she did me a De La Soul. Now here's the crazy thing: Denny Wilson bought those from an event, a Be Me event, and left them here. And then I said, "You left your stuff." He said, "No, I bought that for you." Right? So I was just in love with this Erykah Badu over here in that Raekwon. De La was dope, but then this guy which leads us to our next question of your inspirations, right? Is one of your favorite groups. Give me, we're gonna limit it to 3. Give me 3 people, groups, whatever, hip hop groups that you're inspired by.
Well, De La is definitely one, for sure. I tell people this all the time. I walked 58 miles, it felt like, in the snow to get that first album when I was in college. And so they've just been inspirational for me. I just always love their sound and thoughtfulness, their ability to really be unique at all times. I'm probably inspired pretty heavily by that whole collective, man. Native Tongue, Tribe Called Quest, Jungle Brothers, man. We had Jungle Brothers here.
Sound like Ace, brother.
Yeah.
We had the Jungle Brothers here a few months ago, and
that was beautiful.
Yeah, they were fantastic, man. But yeah, you know, that whole time period, Golden Age hip hop is really an influence for me. And as you can hear on this album, if you get the opportunity to listen to it, I've got Roxanne Shante in there.
Shout out to Roxanne and Shante.
I've got Audio 2 sample in there. I've got a beat that the Jungle Brothers used on one of the songs. Actually, my favorite song, which is number 6, the Brickashaw Ferguson.
What number is this? What number are we on right now?
This is Capitalized. Is that Capitalized?
Yeah.
That's like 12, 11 or 12.
Let's go back to 6. What's the name of it?
The Brickashaw Ferguson.
There it is.
Yeah.
Let's listen to it for a second.
Yeah. So the Jungle Brothers used this beat, but it's actually not their beat. They sampled it. And A Tribe Called Quest used it on their last album as well.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
For the record, We the People.
Yeah.
We the People.
We the People, yeah.
I've so been wanting to sample that, but then when I heard this, I was like, God dang it. That be sizzle. So listen, man. So let me ask the ladies. Let's start with Nia Allen.
Yes.
So this type of album, have you ever heard stuff like this before? Be honest.
I have not.
All right. So what's your first impressions? Give me your first impressions.
My first impression was you write how you feel at that moment, and you can feel that. You can feel your energy when you know, when you're listening to it. You can feel that energy, and I respect it. I love it. I love to listen to new music and feel the vibe. Sometimes I gotta be taught how to listen to it.
Right.
This I can vibe with this.
Yeah, and Nia is a songstress herself, the media assassin and songstress, man. I met her producing a song for her back in the day.
Yes,
and she was actually singing on my movie. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember we made an album the first time we made one. We like, are you gonna put it out? He was like, no, son, that was garbage. I'm like, oh. But I came back. We tried again.
Yeah.
Ace is the only person I know that's from Cleveland that has a New York accent.
Yes, that was garbage, son.
Yeah, listen here, son. So why we here? Kid? Listen, dead ass. No, just kidding. So listen, B6, back to you. Back to you, my brother. So let's talk about your gear. When I listen to you, I hear hardware. I swear, it's like you got old school music like equipment. Are you hardware, digital? Let the people know.
I'm digital, man. I utilize Reason, which is a software platform.
He's telling y'all the
juicy. It's the sauce.
Yeah. Let me lay it down for you.
First of all, Angie used to rap. Make no mistake, she's an MC.
What?
Yes.
What?
That's why she was like, oh, okay.
Used to be.
She got the voice. It's the voice.
That was back in the day.
I tell you, man, people ask me all the time, man, like, what do you use and what should I, if I'm getting into making music, what should I do? Should I go buy a bunch of equipment? And I say no. You buy software, man, because software is now the equipment. Absolutely. So if you have a computer, a laptop, it's amazing what can be done, man, with the software that's out there today. And when I got started, 20 plus years ago, software was there, but it wasn't what it is now. And it was good then. It's really, really good now. So if you know what you're doing, if you just have an ear for making music, it'll bear itself out. You'll see that talent will come forward. Now, everybody doesn't have that, but everybody thinks they know music. So everybody that hears a song says, "Oh, that's a great song," but they don't know how to build a song.
Right. So let's talk about building a song, man. Let's talk about your process. Let's talk about how many chicken necks you're breaking, where the bones are. What goes into making a beast sizzle masterpiece? What are you doing?
You know what? It's crazy, man, because I remember I read a lot, and I've read stuff that Questlove has written, and a couple books that he's written.
Yeah, you gave me that book. Did I ever give it back?
Yeah, I took it back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But he has this in-depth knowledge about how songs were made, who was on the record, who played what, why they did what they did. And so I always think about that as I'm developing a song. And my process really is, let's find some exotic things that work together that sound good. Again, it doesn't always work. You can put some things together and you're like,
right.
That's not it. And there's other times where you're like, man, this is beautiful. And so that's really my thought process, man. There's some things that I want to incorporate from time to time. I'll hear something and I'll say, I want to incorporate that into a song. I want to take this sample or that sample, or I want people to recognize it. Roxanne Shante was the bomb, so let's put her on this thing, right? Or I want to just, I have, again, 2 teenage sons who don't necessarily know the history of music, don't know all
How'd
that
it
stuff.
go? How'd it go?
Yeah, so I'm always like talking to, my youngest Justice is more into like old school hip hop than my older son.
Who also used to make beats and make
Yeah, he did. He's got a couple albums out that would tell you he's semi-embarrassed about because he was young.
Yeah.
He was 12, 13.
He's totally done with it?
Yeah, well, he's 17 now, so he's, tried to tell me he's retired.
Yeah. It's going to hit him when he get to college.
I don't know who retires from something at 17, but
Wait, I retired from football.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I was like, look, Run DMC ain't playing no football.
right. There can be things you retire from, but I don't think music is just an art form, and it's something that you
It stays
work
with you.
through. Yeah, you work
I
through.
have a question.
Yes.
Have you done a beat with the sax?
A beat with a sax? No. Well, yes. I sampled Coltrane on a song called Minnie on Vicious Cycle.
That Vicious Cycle album was dope.
And I play the saxophone growing up as a kid. I don't play it so much anymore.
I love the
sax.
sax.
Right. I'm going to see if I could pull.
He's trying to pull from the second album.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
No, from the Vicious album.
Oh, from the Vicious.
Vicious
Okay.
Cycle, yeah.
Hold on.
Which technically is my second album, but it's the first one that's on media platforms.
I have it on the actual CD
Yeah.
at the house hanging up on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta make a song with the sax and then call it one time, because that's what people call me. It's one time. So
One time.
since I came up with it,
Okay.
She trying to get.
She's
She
trying
trying to get
you.
on.
She's trying to get all up in there. Like
all up
you
in your
got this.
business.
Listen,
Come on now.
This-
Come on.
I'm with you.
your
Feed me,
inspiration
feed me.
right now.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the name of that banger from the Vicious Cycle I like?
Finish Line.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna play this real quick. Hold on, where is it at?
Finish Line is
It's at the end.
is the last song.
All right, listen to this, y'all. Hold on.
It is definitely, everybody says that they like that song.
Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this.
So don't miss it.
It's a good vibe, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It make you want to go ahead and ride. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, I ain't gonna do it. Hold on, let's go through some. Hold on. This is the Vicious Cycle. Just a little taste. Oh, I see y'all smiling. Hold on.
Yes.
Come on, man. This is called Happy Teeth.
Yeah. Starts off with an old children's record.
Did you brush your teeth after lunch, Bonnie? Yes, Mom. Can I have a candy bar? Oh, not between meals, honey. It's not good for your teeth.
Arrested Development sample right there.
Yeah, yeah.
But I chopped it up a little bit.
My man is just telling me, you trying to get people to come and get you.
Yeah.
Listen to that. Listen to that. I'm mad. Where's that one that go bum 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 bum?
That's not on any. That's not on any. That's a single.
Oh, that was a banger
I'm
too.
gonna give that to you. I'm gonna give it.
Yes. Listen, Bionic 6, man. Let me tell you. First of all, I'm a producer. But I like I'm the opposite. I like old school equipment, right? Mm-hmm. And when me and B6 started hanging out, he would play stuff for me. I'm like, what in the hell? what is this? Like, what is that? Right? And then you listen to it for 3 minutes. I'm waiting for somebody to say, yo. And nobody ever comes in. It's straight instrumental. So he educated me on what was to be instrumental hip hop, but then end up morphing over to lo-fi hip hop and all of that. And then you get in his car on the lunch break, he just downloading stuff, which influenced my Opposite of What's Hot Now album, which is instrumental. And we are creating a collective of beat makers, and I'm doing a little bootleg record label called Super Chill Records.
Okay, bootleg.
And I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him to give me a record so we can put it on the record label. And what we're doing is we're gonna give the rights to all the artists who's down. So I won't have I don't have his keys to that.
Right.
But what we're gonna do is put them on YouTube with anime things, so then you can listen to this whole album on YouTube.
Oh, that's dope.
And vibe to it while you're studying or something. Super Chill Records. John Smith is down.
Okay.
She just finished his very first. Listen.
He got it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was crazy. So we got him down, and then we trying to get one from B Sizzle. Now listen.
Yo, you might have to hit up my brother.
Oh yes.
I know it all.
I forgot that.
Yo, he all up in there too.
Yo, I think I rapped off. I think one of your brother's beats is one of my albums. I had to call him because I got the CD from him. I said, I think I want to use your beat, and he okayed it, so I'm assuming he made it. And I think it was called Hot Butter.
Okay.
That's what I called it. Anyway, if you get a chance to see, I know COVID is all over the place, but if you get a chance to see B6 in live, this kid, he comes in, he got a sexy hat on, a black suit. He got the whole setup.
He fly right now.
And he have
showing us all up and
he have video playing and stuff, and he's sitting there just. He did one. What you did one here at the Seminar Space, and we did one in Highland Square.
Yeah.
Man, listen, you guys get an opportunity, please. Go out and check out B Sizzle. Tell them again where you can get your stuff from.
The Bionic 6 can be found on any platform that you stream music or download music. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, Amazon Prime.
All right.
All of that. All of that. All of the above. So
nice vibe. I don't even want to do my playlist now, yo.
You got but hey, so listen. So while we doing that, you do know we do have our. Hold on, let me make sure I got this set up. Hold on.
All right.
Let me
get him all set up over
because we have it. All right. So look, we have playlists what we do every week. So you guys know this is a weekly music collection curated by the Empress herself, right? To help you get over the midweek hump. And if you're listening to this and it's after Wednesday, you've made it. All right. So let's see. What do we got?
We gonna start with regulators.
All right.
Bound up.
Where was you at when this came out, Naya? Where was you at?
It depends on the year.
Oh.
She said,
but this like 90, 93, 94.
I was 3.
Oh.
That's
so cute.
I was headed to Atlanta, the conference down there.
Yes. So what else you got?
All right, moving on.
93, that was a freak year.
Yes. I used to hate that.
Playing tricks on me.
Yes.
Ghetto Boys.
Mine's, but yo, I was like, I didn't get this. I didn't get the Ghetto Boys until this came out.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get them. I was like, the dude's name Scarface, and he was like, rat-tat-tat-tat. That's all I remember. Like, tear it off. I was like, this dude was too much, man. Now he's a councilman or something, right?
I think so.
He's a councilman or something. Yeah.
So,
What else you got?
We
What else?
got NY State of Mind, New York State of Mind. My brother Nas.
Oh, yes. Oh, man, listen. First of all, hey, B6, who made this beat?
oh,
Yeah. Straight out.
Come on, that's Primo.
I was gonna say Primo.
Yeah.
I love say Primo.
Oh, sorry for the. I thought it was the clean.
Yes.
Anyway,
what
we're headed to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Summertime.
Come on, man, you got to give it up. Jazzy Jeff is a dope producer.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
a dope
See, I
producer.
heard this.
Okay.
This
What about this?
You hear this every summer.
Yeah, that's why I know.
Every summer.
Again, this is the
Miss Allen.
a 100%
She got us all feeling old now.
playlist. that you can download from our website. One day you're gonna be able to get this. And where we going now?
We ended it with the Crossroads.
Boom, 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 boom. Shout out to Bone Thugs, man. Shout out to Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Yo, this was a fly video though. It was dope. Yeah.
I never knew what they were saying.
I'm gonna miss everybody.
Give it up, man. Give it up for
My
the
playlist.
Hold on. I keep, man. Sometimes my.
What you got going on over there,
I got so many buttons. I want to get a hand clap.
I'm gonna need you to just breathe.
Get a hand clap.
Take a moment.
Right.
And get sent up, brother.
Right. So do you know what time it is now though?
Let's see what movie you got for us, Ace.
Is it my
It is your
movie
pick.
Ace's movie pick. All right, so the movie pick, man, I think me and B6 was just talking about it. It's called Miami, One Night in Miami, right?
Okay.
On the night of February 25th, 1964, Cassius Clay, a.k.a. Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Sam Cooke, and Malcolm X, they discussed the responsibility of being successful black men during the civil rights time, right?
Okay.
Regina King directed this movie. It was like a play, and I just found out that they literally got it from a stage play. Did you know that, B6?
Yes.
It was a stage play.
Yeah.
Great movie. Listen, you can check that movie out on Amazon Prime.
Listen, if it's less than an hour, I got you.
Amazon Prime.
No, it's not.
And our
Listen, I got so much.
and our weekly pairing.
Weekly pairing, what we got?
We're pairing it with the
The
Black
Black
Keys. What's the name of that album, man?
El Camino.
El Camino. B6 says that they shot that picture in Chicago Falls. That's my old house right on the back. My old house right in the back. Listen, we want to thank you guys for joining us, man. Go check out B6's music. Get a bottle of wine, some of this. What are we drinking again today?
Carlos Rossi, chilling with my pops.
Some affordable wine for you and yours. We're going to be listening to the rest of this. And you guys have a good time. Hey, Angie.
What up, Ace?
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you, Ace.
Check out the BU Podcasting community at bupodcasting.com.